EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the New Orleans Saints. And off we go from Las Vegas. This will make it into the end zone. The decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 24, Carr. And he's got the hook up to Rose. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry runs 76 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 21. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
A gain of 18.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop them a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's now
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down, Saints.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Here's Breeze. This is incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. But it'll be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Breeze now on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up. Look at this. Big gain, but fumble. Look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. He's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Carr. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 40 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49, 20, 10. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
From what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
On the return, the Saints take over first and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Kamara. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
And exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. He's got the first down inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he is in for a score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. He sets to fire deep. It's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins.
And Brandon, this is a real nice nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And some room to run now. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 97 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Saints 12. Will Lutz.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts.
And he's into the clear. The 20.
Can't be denied, boy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 82 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
Point after.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st down, Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing now is Breeze. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 1.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints get a bit closer. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They'll turn to Kamara. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7, so they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And the decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Down, Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? He will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2.
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Breeze going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Breeze now. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no drive could get wings. It's fourth down.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, as we normally do, let's look ahead to what's to come here in the NFL for Week 6. Some changes to the schedule in this most unusual season. But, CD, I've earmarked a few here. I've got Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night. And then you got Buffalo, KC moved from Thursday to Monday to account for Buffalo playing on Week 5.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and start with that one, because that Buffalo-Kansas City game, as you mentioned, was originally a Thursday night feature game. Then they moved it to Sunday, and then they had to move it to Monday because of the juggling of the schedule in this most unusual season. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night, that feels like the old school kind of a game, doesn't it? And now we'll have Andy Dalton at quarterback for Dallas. And Green Bay, Tampa Bay, that's simple. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. And Cleveland, Pittsburgh, how great is this now to feel like it's the old AFC North battle with Cleveland fully in the fight?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Saints.
First down is Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Breeze able to hook up with Jared Cook. And the Saints have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Saints 30, Raiders 27.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this carries into the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Carr.
That's caught. It's Brian Edwards.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 7 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everyone. contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr, it's a screen to Richard. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
Daniel Carlson on for the point out.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
14 yards is the pickup, 1st down, New Orleans. Now a 1st down carry, it's Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Breeze, his throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
At the 5.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Kamara. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Stop short of the goal line.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints have retaken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich, at Maryland in college, did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything?
And now the ball's out. Cole lost it, fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
At the 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
26-yard line.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs, rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr to throw. It's complete, left side to Aguilar. And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 54 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Carlson on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Raiders 41, Saints 37. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Saints.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. this one good for 18.
First
Boy,
down.
an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That's caught, it's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Drew Brees to Michael Thomas. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Score Saints 44, Raiders 41.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds are left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw is Carr. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Back to throw, Carr. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Snaggle over the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll look to throw.
He'll find Richard here underneath.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Backed up deep in their own territory, they were in search of a cushion, and the cushion was found.
And you have to think total game, even in overtime. As a head coach, field position still counts in this spot. So they had to get out from the shadow of their own goal line, get themselves some breathing room. Obviously, that helps them on offense, but it may help their defense, too. Might be necessary here in OT.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze going with a screen for Murray. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. To the ground, it's Kamara. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
He was brought down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Breeze now on first down. Sanders has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Saints.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across and in the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.